guys! Today I'll be showing you how to do your own hand-poke tattoos. With 3 simple and inexpensive items, you can create hand-poke tattoos at home. Please note, I am not an expert at this, but have done a few hand-poke tattoos on myself and friends, and will be showing you what works best for me. The first thing you'll need is tattoo ink. I'm using the brand Radiant, and it's in the color Tribal Black. It's made in the US and has an easy pour tip. I'll leave links to everything I'm using below. Next, you need a sterile tattoo needle. These typically come in packs of 5 and are just a couple bucks. You can also purchase them individually, just make sure they're sterile and sealed. Now, hand poke needles come in different sizes and types. The 4 main types are R, L, round, linear, which are for lining and outlining. R, S, round, shader, is for shading. M, S, magnum, shader, are for shading in large areas. And F, flat. These are typically used for making straight lines. On the back of each needle, the size will be marked. The letters at the end tell you what type of needle it is. So this is an RL, a round linear. And then the number before the needle type indicates the number of needle tips soldered together at the end. These are 3 little needles in a little grouping like this. Today I'll be doing a tattoo with thinner lines, and I'm not going to be doing any shading, so I'm just going to use a 3RL needle. Next, you want some kind of petroleum-like jelly. I'm using Paw Paw, but you could also just use Vaseline. Now, the next items are optional, but highly recommended. You'll want some kind of cap or super tiny bowl to hold your ink in. I'm just using a cap off of a bottle. Just make sure whatever you use is sanitized. Next, you want some paper towels or tissues. You could also use a clean towel. Just make sure you use one that you don't mind if it gets stained. Now, you may not need this, but having a drawing of your tattoo to reference is probably a good idea. And the last thing is a rubber band. It can really be just about any size or thickness. It doesn't really matter. Now, find a nice, well-lit place to do your tattoo. And before you get started, make sure to wash your hands. I've already sanitized the table, and now I'm laying paper towels on top of it, and then I'm laying out all of my supplies so they will be close by. Before starting the tattoo, I'm drawing the design on me, which is a thin marker. This is totally optional, but if you're like me, tracing something is much easier than freehanding it. The design I'm doing is 2 words that form a circle, so first I'm using a quarter to draw the circle. Then I'm marking the halfway points on the circle to make the text placement even. Since both words each have 5 letters, it makes lining them up a bit easier. I'm referring to my paper drawing design as I draw this. Next, grab your needle, and you'll also need your rubber band. This step is also optional, but recommended. Now, what you're going to do is wrap your rubber band around the needle where you would hold it. What you're doing is creating a kind of grip so the needle doesn't slip from your hand and it's a bit more comfortable. Just wrap it around the needle a few times until it's tight, and then just kind of mess with it until it feels comfortable in your hands. This is how mine ended up looking. Now you'll need your cap and your ink, and just put a little bit of ink into your cap. I usually start with just a few drops, and then I'll add more as I go. Then take your needle and kind of twist and dunk it into the ink. This will make it so that the ink gets inside the tip of the needle. You should be able to see the ink on the tip of the needle like this. So you'll see here I have my tattoo arm on top of my paper towel to keep things sanitary and in case I spill any ink. And the last step is to get a bit of the Paw Paw jelly and put it in a place where you can easily access it. You don't have to do this every time, but I feel that putting down a little bit of the Paw Paw helps the ink to clean up a little bit better after each round. Just note, you might have to wipe your needle down every so often because the jelly may build up on it and then the ink will slip off the needle. Alright, so with your needle already dipped in the ink, let's start tattooing. Yeah! So first I'm just tracing my drawing with a single poke each time. I'm not going over the same poke, but just going next to the one I did before it. When creating each poke, you want your needle to go into the skin at a slight angle. This will help the ink go in and stay in the skin better. If you put your needle in your skin straight up and down, it's harder to deposit the ink. With each dip of the needle in your ink, you should have enough to make a few dots. But feel free to dip the needle as much or as little as you need. Now really take your time when doing this. It's not something you really want to rush through. If this is your first time creating a hand poke tattoo, I recommend starting with something small and work your way up to larger pieces with practice and time. After you've got your first pass done, take out your towel and wipe off the excess ink. Add a bit more pawpaw jelly to help wipe the leftover ink away. Just try not to rub too hard. So this is how it looks after one pass. It's going to take a few passes over the design before you can really see it. Now I'm just repeating the same steps I did before and trying to fill in the places where there's no ink. As you can see, once I poke a new dot, the ink goes much wider than the actual poke. This makes it a bit difficult to see where to put the next dot. If you're not sure, I recommend just moving on to the next part of your tattoo and get it on the next round. Or you can estimate where you think the next poke needs to be, but you might miss, and then you'll have a few dots that don't line up with the rest of the design. Each pass around my design took me about 10 minutes, and I did about 4 or 5 passes in total. On this round, I put the pawpaw down after I did a pass, then used the towel to remove the excess ink. This is how it looks after 2 passes. You can really see the small individual dots and how they are slowly coming together to form lines. Now just continue to repeat this process until you are happy with the result. Again, it's better to take your time than to rush through it. Once you get closer to the end, you won't need to continue to go over the whole design, but just touch up the places where you missed or places that need a little extra ink. So this is after 3 passes of the design. It's starting to look a bit more full. Again, I'm just going to repeat the process. You can go over the design as many times as you feel it needs. I have noticed that if you go over a design in the same place too many times, the lines will kind of start to look a bit thick and sometimes blurry. So after the 4th pass, I felt like it was looking pretty good and just went in a bit more selective to the places that were missing a dot or 2. This is after 5 passes, and I'm happy with how it looks. So now I just need to add the 2 small dots that separate the words. And this is how the final tattoo looks. My skin was only a little bit red from the tattoo, and it wasn't raised as much as it would be from getting a regular tattoo. If you want, you can wrap your tattoo with a bit of Vaseline and plastic wrap, but I don't typically do this on myself. And this is my tattoo the next day. The redness is totally gone, and the ink looks a bit darker. If you feel you need to touch up a place you missed, wait like 2 weeks so it can heal. This little rainbow is one of the first hand poke tattoos I did, and as you can see, the ink has started to bleed a bit. That may happen after time to yours, so I recommend not putting any lines too close together in case this does happen. And now time for some final observations. AKA, things that are probably a good idea. Gloves. You may have noticed I didn't wear any gloves. Why? Because I didn't have any. I did, however, thoroughly wash my hands. So if you choose to also not wear gloves, just make sure to wash your hands, like super good. Prepare the skin, meaning make sure to wash and sanitize the area of the skin that you'll be tattooing. And it's also a good idea to shave that spot. You'll notice I probably should have shaved my arm, as I have crazy long arm hairs. But alas, it is too late now, so just don't make my mistake. Needles. After watching this, you may think, F it, I don't need a special sterile needle. I can just use this dull sewing needle. And you could. You really could. But if you want it to look half decent and not regret it in 10 years, I definitely recommend ordering a needle online and waiting the whole 3 days it will take to get to your house. Alrighty guys, that's about all I have for you. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. And just take everything I say here with like a grain or a cube of salt, because again, I am not a professional. I am learning as I go. I'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. Bye! You moved up from the East Coast.